Hey MGTOWs, this is Vention. I finished my first day at the cancer clinic and it was pretty impressive. They've got some impressive stuff going on there, and but the problem is one of my treatments was Leatrel or Laetrile. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. It's through an IV, and either that or the real bright light that they have out here all day uh, gave me the worst headache I've had in a couple years. And the only thing I could do when I came back from the cancer center was just crash, take some ibuprofen, and just try to sleep it off. Oh man! And now I'm feeling better. The ibuprofen kicked in, and I got some sleep, and I'm feeling a lot better. Then I got really hungry, and then I decided to go looking for something to eat. And but the problem is they have like reservations for for the restaurants here. And if you're in the evening, that's their high time or their busy time. That's when the reservations are unavailable. So I went and tried some sushi. I'm not really a sushi guy. Just the idea of sushi has always not done much for me. But it's not bad. And when you're really hungry, it is good. I'm not sure what this stuff is, but boy, is it spicy. But it's quite good. I'm kind of afraid to try that. I'm afraid it might be what they call wasabi. But so it's all inclusive. All I did was just walk up to the bar and show them my bracelet and give them my room number, and then yeah, no problem. I'm staying at a place called something like Aqua Velo, whatever, but they call it Aqua because of all of the water here. They've got like pools all over the place, and they've got pools out front, and then they've got the ocean as well. So man, that's awesome. I'd like to get some earplugs and go snorkeling out here. I can't really dive deep, but at least I can go along the surface. So what I did today, it was quite interesting. First, I did. They came and picked me up at the hotel. Then I did paperwork and then an orientation, and then I did. Let's see, EKG. Electrocardiogram. They said my heart's great, and they did. It's all a blur, really. Then I had the doctor's consultation, and he went over a lot of pretty much everything. And tomorrow, well, back to this. Then I had a Laetrile IV, and boy, when I got back to the hotel, that was a world-class headache. You know, I very rarely get those. At work, once a year, I would get a real bad headache like that, but not quite that bad. Maybe once every other year, I would get one that bad. But it's so bad, if you drop a wrench on the floor and you pick it up and the blood rushes to your head, and it just makes you groan out loud in pain. So, but I got some sleep. I'm feeling a lot better, and I'm going to pound down these uncooked fishes here. See if I can eat this spicy stuff. Then I'm going to take some melatonin and crash and start the next day. Every day, pretty much, I'll be getting what they call some kind of IV, I think. But I will be getting what they call well, you probably don't want to hear this, but it's an enema made of coffee, and I've been doing that at home too with MSM powder and bloodroot. But we're doing coffee enemas here as well. But the ones I will be doing here are more dramatic. They're bigger because if you do that properly and a lot, it really does a liver cleanse. There's some kind of duct between your intestines and your liver, and it basically cleans it right out. So awesome. And apparently they put castor oil in the enemas as well. So I'll be getting an IV most days. I'll be getting hyperbaric oxygen, and I'll be doing that GMAF, whatever it is, immuno whatever, in a week or two. And but boy, that Laetrile hit hard, and I am convinced that it's going to work. It made my tumors ache just as much as it does with a vitamin C IV. And the IVs here are not as big. They're only 25 grams of vitamin C, whereas the ones I'm used to getting over in Washington State are 100 grams. So smaller, and it should take less time to be delivered. Takes about an hour, and then I'll be on to something else, like the sauna or the oxygen, or they have a bunch of different things where I'm going to be doing over there. I've only really been familiar with a couple of them. Tomorrow I'm going to be jumping into some kind of chamber, and they're going to do an infrared picture of me, and the idea is that places where there are cancer get hot, right, or warmer, so it shows up on the camera. So if there's anything else that it could show up, but I'm going to see if I can get a PET scan while I'm down here. I'm going to, I bet here is about as inexpensive as I can get. I bet it'd be less here than it would be back home, that's for sure. So I think I better eat this sushi before it gets cold. Oh, wait. and then, yeah, that's about it. MGTOWs, and don't get married.